He's the...
This means stop, this means go.
That's all we need to know, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to East Clinton High School and Homecoming 2013. This year the school decided to go back in the 50s with a grease lightning theme. Last night, the clubs, athletic teams, and students alike came out for homecoming parade and bonfire. The high school student council would like to thank all those who participated.
Stopped. They just stopped. Wave them on. Nobody directing traffic down there, are they?
Are they going to start moving? I don't know what to do. They need to go ahead and come on. This is what I'm talking about. All so much I do is go far.
Yep, very simple. Now,
good evening and welcome to our Friday night high school football game of the week. This is Rick Phillips. I'm with Lee Hendee, and we are going to be starting our pregame festivities. Tonight is homecoming for the East Clinton Astros. We are here at Astros Field in Lees Creek, Ohio, and they are playing the Hillsboro team tonight for tonight's homecoming game. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Lee Hendee. Lee, you can go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Rick. And tonight, as Rick said, it is East Clinton welcoming the Hillsboro Indians here to Astro Field in Lees Creek, Ohio, as we have high school football, and it's homecoming here for the East Clinton Astros. And we have the parade around the track right at the present time. We're seeing freshman attendant Mindy Bean go by, and we have others to follow. Players on the East Clinton Astros team to look for, of course, number 5, Zach Rayback, number 7, Clyde Snow. Dalton Floyd will be at quarterback, number 24, Tyler Sweet will also be in at running back, and we'll also look for Jake Nienover to be in at tight end on some plays. It's going to be an exciting night for the East Clinton Astros, as they will have homecoming here. They've got the band, and we've got a parade around the field, and it's going to be a great night for football with the fantastic weather that we will have here. We will have a special halftime guest of a couple of old friends of mine, Tom South and Phil Whittington, members of the very first East Clinton Astros competitive football team. I was also part of the first year team that was just a scrimmage team back in 1968. So the couple of members of the 1969 team will be with us at halftime from the East Clinton Astros. Going by us right now is the 2013 sophomore homecoming attendant, Triciana Osborne. And we have more cars to come. And part of our tonight is being brought to you by the folks at Engine House Pizza in New Vienna. The first quarter action, halftime action, including a presentation from Monsanto and our interviews with a couple of members of that 69 squad will be brought to you by Route 73 Homes. Once again, as I said, it's a beautiful evening here. Football, of course, the lights are on. The moon is, we have a half moon out there. and we are going to have the coin toss here, I think, after the parade. We have Rebecca Noggle, Gavin Hubbard going by in a beautiful red Corvette. What a beautiful car that is. Just a beautiful place, beautiful evening for football here in Southern Ohio as part of homecoming at East Clinton High School. And Hillsboro Indians this year are without a win. Maybe tonight's their night, but of course the Astros hope not. I think they have a couple of wins on the season, but are looking for a real win here on homecoming night. We're about 23 minutes and counting from getting the game underway. More of the homecoming parade is coming around the track. If you've never been here to the Astros home field, it's just a beautiful, beautiful place. Very well drained. I've been here during some games when it has rained a lot, but the field is well drained, well taken care of. Rain will not, and any kind of weather problem will likely not tonight. I think it's going to be, as I said, a very, very beautiful evening here in Lees Creek, Ohio. The 2013 Queen candidate, Maria Bond, is going by in another beautiful Corvette. And lots of beautiful cars. Lots of beautiful ladies going in those cars. And this is just a great evening. They are able to have a great homecoming and have great weather and great crowd. A lot of folks in the stand, Clinton, a lot of folks standing along the running track and this homecoming parade. We have Stephanie Habermel for King and Queen candidates. Stephanie is in the car. Room. We're getting ready for the game that we're about to have here this evening. As you hear you're in the background with the announcements of the participants here at the homecoming festivities. As I said, at halftime we'll have a presentation from Monsanto to East Clinton schools. And we have Queen candidate Danielle Inwood coming around the track. She is and King candidate Jarrett Huff will be her escort here tonight. Want to remind you, tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse on Columbus Avenue in Washington Courthouse, we will have the COL, that's South Central Ohio League Coaches Show, live from the Rusty Keg, and we'll have as our special guest the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions coach Di, and we'll have Coach Bill Rayback of the East Clinton Astros there, and of course we'll talk to both of them about their games tonight and the upcoming schedule that they have. So we'll have that at 11 live on etvr.net, and we welcome you to come by the Rusty Keg and join us there for at 11 o'clock early lunch in Washington Courthouse. The weekly SCOL Coaches Show live from the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse. Here's 2013 Queen candidate Lydia Moore. A nice little, I think an MG they're going by. Nice vehicles, nice young ladies, nice parade here as we are getting ready for football action. Under 20 minutes now before we get football underway in Lees Creek, Ohio. We have Erica Nunn, another Queen candidate here at East Clinton, as she's coming by in a beautiful red Corvette, as you would expect here. These great scarlet and gray colors that have been so proudly displayed at East Clinton over many, many years.
Congratulations, Erica Marshall.
We are waiting on some more vehicles to come by, and I think they are kind of getting delayed down there for some reason, but we are still waiting on them. But we are awaiting football in about around 18 minutes or so. So we'll get ready for that, and it's going to be a fun night here in Lees Creek as the Hillsboro Indians visit the East Clinton Astros on homecoming night in Lees Creek, Ohio, as we are well past the halfway point of high school football. We there are more upcoming games, of course, that we'll have next week. We will be in Washington Courthouse for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions taking on the Miami Trace Falcons. And that'll be our second look at Miami Trace. And then the following week we'll be at Miami, at Clinton Massey High School, as they welcome in the Miami Trace Panthers. That game will most likely be for the SCOL championship. So let's stay with us. Stay tuned to gtvr.net, and we will keep you up to date on all the latest in high school football throughout the entire area. And we thank you so much for joining us, as we are going to be having more football. All right, next week East Clinton will take on Meadowdale here on October 25th. East Clinton will take on Chillicothe. Then on November 1st, East Clinton will welcome in the Clinton Massey Falcons. So that's the East Clinton schedule coming up here in the next few weeks. Still more to come with vehicles and more pre-game activities. Like the pep band is down there ready to play, and I think we will be ready to go in about 16 minutes and counting here in Lees Creek, Ohio. Once again, our first quarter action will be brought to you by Engine House Pizza in New Vienna, Ohio. Then we will have the halftime activities brought to you by Route 73 Homes, Brian Lawrence and family and company out there. Great place out there to buy a modular home. So check it out. Check these two fine businesses out, and make sure you tell them that you heard high school football on gtvr.net. So we are getting the East Clinton Astros, the candidates in attendance introduced right now. Like Chase Finley out accompanying. We have all right. we've got Rhea Bond is being introduced. Rhea Bond being introduced by Chase, being escorted by Chase Finley. Dalton Floyd escorting his candidate for Queen. We are under 14 minutes and counting before game time. Once again, some of the players to be thinking about for East Clinton are number 5, Zach Raybeck, who's a running back and defensive lineman. Number 7, Clyde Snow, the wide receiver defensive back. Number 9, Dalton Floyd, who's quarterback and defensive back. And also, don't forget Tyler Sweet, number 24, running back and linebacker. Also, 88, Jake Nienover, tight end and defensive lineman. Those players could be key for East Clinton tonight. So we are counting it down. We will have football here very soon in Lee's Creek, Ohio at Astro Field. And my partner Rick Phillips is here with me, and he'll have some comments as we go along. And he'll update on some scores around the area, hopefully. And we'll see what we can come up with there and keep you up to date on some things, some scores that are going on around the area. Once again, our halftime guests tonight will be Tom South and Phil Whittington of the 1969 East Clinton football team, the very first East Clinton football team, competitive football team. In 1968, East Clinton was a scrimmage team in the first year of just putting the team together. They were not able to compete. They could only go at about a half go or three-quarter go. They could not have full contact as a team. So in 1969, they were able to go at full contact, full competition, and thus the 1969 team was the first competitive team. And we'll try to rekindle some memories with that team. They're now introducing some of the queens and candidates again.
And now, our 2013 homecoming queen is, with our drum roll, Miss Lydia Moore.
Miss Lydia Moore is the 2013 homecoming queen for East Clinton High School. Lydia Moore is the homecoming queen for East Clinton High School this 2013 year. So congratulations to Lydia Moore. The homecoming king will be crowned. Candidates are Chase Finley, Dalton Floyd, Jared Huff, Kyle Weddington, Marshall Pickering. And who will be crowned homecoming king? Is Marshall Pickering, the 2013 homecoming king for East Clinton High School. So congratulations to Lydia Moore and Marshall Pickering, the homecoming queen and king for East Clinton High School this 2013 year. And I think they're trying to get the pep band fired up and get the fight song going. And we'll get things rolling here very, very shortly here at Clinton High School. And all the pageantry and pomp and circumstance for the homecoming festivities will continue throughout the evening, I'm sure. But for the most part, we have crowned now the homecoming king and queen. Marshall Pickering is the new homecoming king, and Lydia Moore is the homecoming queen. So the pep band has played. The cheerleaders have gotten the crowd going.
A silent remembrance of Ernie Blankenship, longtime sport announcer in Southern Ohio, Hillsboro Athletics Center, youth sport advocate, and friend of East Clinton local schools. Ernie passed away on Tuesday in Hillsboro. Our sending a sympathy goes out to Ernie's family, friends, and his community. Let us take a moment of silence in honor of Ernie Blankenship. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other.
Remembrance for Ernie Blankenship, who's a long-time broadcaster of sports here in Southern Ohio, and I've known Ernie a long time. He was a wonderful guy, loved high school sports, and broadcast many games. So great remembrance for Ernie Blankenship. Time for our Star Spangled Banner. Well, very good.
Yeah, we got about 6.5.
About time for football. We've got the king and the queen and crowned, and we've got a lot of things happening out on the field for homecoming, but it's almost time for football, Rick.
Yeah, we're ready to play. With 6 minutes to go, I think that we'll soon see the teams actually come on the field.
Yep.
Looks like maybe the Hillsboro captains that are going to be there for the coin toss are on the one side of the field, and the East Clinton captains are on this side of the field ready to go out for the coin toss. Looks like they're going out now.
We'll have the coin toss very shortly. We have about 8 members of East Clinton heading out there. 4 members of the Hillsboro squad out at midfield for the coin toss. The officials have the coin. See who gets to call it for each team. As both teams are now at midfield.
So now, do you get particularly choked up at events like this, Lee? Since
well,
you're a alumni of East Clinton.
Well, yeah.
Not that you're going to be, partial to either side on the game tonight, right?
Once the game gets going, I don't think I'll be too impartial, other than maybe an occasional extra hoorah for East Clinton. But it'll be a lot of fun. But I just love good high school football, and I think we may have a good game tonight.
Right, and the crowd for East Clinton is very good. It looks like there's very nearly no seats available in the grandstands here, and really it looks like Hillsboro brought a pretty good contingent with them as well.
Yes, for a team that doesn't have a great record, they have brought a good contingent over in the visitor side. So
well, you know, the only way's up for Hillsboro, so
right.
this may be their night tonight, right?
Yeah, well, they're hoping so, but
right.
East Clinton doesn't want that to happen.
No, I have a feeling that for a lot of reasons, there's motivation on both sides of the football tonight.
Absolutely.
Actually, the head coach for Hillsboro was East Clinton's head coach last year. Is that right? Right. So there's some motivation there.
Right. East Clinton, of course, motivated by homecoming and maybe a couple of other things. Have had a real disappointing showing last week, but really want to bounce back after that. So
I know that they were particularly upset because we were here last week and they felt they should have done better. So they're going to do extra.
Try to make
right. They're going to do it tonight even more.
Yeah. They're going to put on a better showing for us. Right. I would hope, at least for their benefit. But we're just getting ready to get the teams on the field.
About 3.5 minutes.
Their banner on the field, East Clinton is. And then Hillsboro will be back on their side of the field. And by that time, the clock will have ran out, and it will be time to get it going.
Right, we've got 3 minutes now.
Nothing like this is like waiting for ketchup to come out of the bottle.
Right.
The anticipation.
It's mounting. It's mounting by the second, right?
Time. Yeah. So let's see if the anticipation is worth the wait here at Astro Field in Lees Creek. I hope it certainly is. Both teams, I'm sure, are very emotionally charged and can't wait to get this one rolling.
Well, and we have a great night for football. It's another beautiful night.
Oh, yeah.
Last week was great. This week is good. Actually, when we were up in Columbus, it was a beautiful night that night. So we've been very lucky. We've been very fortunate. Most of our games have had excellent weather as far as the weather not being a factor with regard to the game.
This has been great football weather throughout the entire schedule of games that we have broadcast. So, yes, it's been great. So I think even the officials on the field are anticipating. Let's get this thing going. They're out there. They seem like they can't wait to get started too. So.
Well, what do you think? I was listening to the Hillsboro. I guess that's their fight song or whatever.
Right.
Well, that was Beaver Creek, my high school's football fight song. What does that mean? Is that any premonition of something to come?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they've hired Beaver Creek to be their backup tonight. I don't know what that means, but
I don't recall Beaver Creek's record this year, but it's they've played some pretty tough teams.
Yeah.
They improved their schedule, trying to bring and play tougher teams up in Columbus and down in Cincinnati, and I don't know that their record is much better than 50% as far as wins.
Sometimes playing a tougher schedule can help you, and sometimes it can backfire.
Well, that's right. I think that today's computer rankings, as far as getting into the playoffs, have a lot to do with the strength of your schedule and who you play. So that may be some of the reasons that they try to do that.
Yeah, sure.
And it's always good to see some tough matchups. As far as you don't want a lopsided score, but at the same time, the only way you're going to get better is you play better opponents.
Right. And Clinton Massey, by playing DeSales this year, stepping up, playing a tougher team, that kind of hit them right in the face when DeSales, found out that they could stop the run. Then that took away Massey's game, so to speak. So
that was a great game. That was one of the best games I think that we've broadcast this year.
Absolutely.
And it was a very tough fought battle.
Yep.
Really wasn't decided till the final quarter.
Right.
And in fact, probably the final half of the final quarter.
Right.
But let's hope we've got a tough game tonight. And to the victor goes the spoils, as they say, right?
Right.
All right, Lee, will you take it away?
All right, thank you, Rick. We are just about set for football. The clock is completely ran down. So Hillsboro will be kicking off to East Clinton. And Hillsboro will be going from right to left on your screen. And 17 for Hillsboro is kicking off. Branscombe, Alex Branscombe for Hillsboro will be kicking off. And back deep, I'm sure we have Chase Finley and Zach Rayback back, and it's a squib kick and picked up by number 54 for East Clinton. Caleb Kaplinger picked up the ball and has the Astros at, I believe, the 44-yard line of the Astros. That's where East Clinton will start up. First and 10 with 11:55 just getting started in the first quarter. First quarter start brought to you by Engine House Pizza in New Vienna, Ohio. 987-2673 is the phone number. Give them a call, get you a hot, fresh, delicious pizza. East Clinton with the ball, and ball carrier Tyler Sweet, number 24, the ball carrier. It is still at the 45-yard line. No gain. So maybe a yard gain. It's 2nd and 9 for now for East Clinton. And 1 yard gain. Ball on the 45-yard line. Looks like we've got a offsides on the defense. So we will back the ball up, move the ball to the 49-yard line of East Clinton, and it'll be 4 for East Clinton. Dalton Floyd in the shotgun, and the ball end around for number 10, Eric Moore. Gets the ball around, and it looks like he third and 4 now for East Clinton. The ball on the 46-yard line of Hillsboro. Dalton Floyd under center, and he did not. He may have gotten the first down. It was actually the scoreboard said 3rd and 4, but it's 3rd and 1, and looks like 1st and 10 for East Clinton. Ball on the 44-yard line now of Hillsboro. So 1st and 10 for East Clinton, and Dalton Floyd with the a nice toss by Dalton Floyd to number 82, Jesse Livingston. Long pass and a great run after catch for Jesse Livingston. So that puts a 1st and goal on the 6-yard line for East Clinton. Perfect pass and catch by Jesse Livingston, and tackled in the backfield on that play was number 24, Tyler. So may have lost yardage on that. And it's now the ball on the 7-yard line. 2nd down, and East Clinton, Dalton Floyd could not get the ball, and he is tackled clear back at the 20-yard line, and the ball hiked a little high. Dalton Floyd couldn't control it, and so the ball clear back to the 20-yard line. That will be actually the 19-yard line. It's where the officials spotted. And so it's 3rd and 19. East Clinton, after great field position, is interception in the end zone by Hillsboro at 9:20 to go. Logan Leslie of Hillsboro intercepting the pass from Dalton Floyd, who was kind of underthrown there, unfortunately. But Logan Leslie of Hillsboro intercepting the ball down in the corner end zone, now near the end zone, and very unfortunate for East Clinton. So the ball comes back out to the 20-yard line of East Clinton, or of Hillsboro. Number 14, Logan Leslie of Hillsboro, the ball carrier. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like it's like 2nd and 10 for Hillsboro. So Hillsboro comes back out, and it looks like they're coming up to the line of scrimmage, and they are ready. Toby Warrington, the quarterback, and hands the ball off, and maybe 2 yards gain. And ball carrier was Ryan Hagan of Hillsboro, who is a sophomore. It's ball on the Hillsboro 22-yard line. It's 3rd and 8, 8:20 to go in the first quarter. We have no score here in the first quarter. Clock is running down to close to 8 minutes. And Hillsboro running the ball.
Good job.
And ball carrier was number 20, Toby Warrington of the Hillsboro Indians. Is now ball on the 28-yard line. It's 4th and 2 for Hillsboro. 7:25 to go in the first quarter. They're trying to get it upfield, and they do. Enough for the first down. They're up right at the 35, 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Hillsboro. Hillsboro with a first down, methodically plugging right along upfield. And we have the I formation, and we have Hillsboro quarterback Toby Warrington handing the ball off. They're just grinding it right up the middle of the field. Not getting a lot, but they're getting enough at the time. Up to about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 8 now, as we are under 7 minutes and counting. Toby Warrington under center, handing the ball off again to the big fullback, just plowed it upfield. Jordan Mosley is the ball carrier for Hillsboro, and he just pushed it upfield. 3rd and 3 now. Ball on the 43-yard line of Hillsboro as they move it. Keep moving things upfield, just a few yards at a time. No big plays, but they are getting it upfield. We have a flag on the field. And we have a penalty on Hillsboro. Looks like a false start on Hillsboro, so that'll push them back about 5 yards. 3rd and 8 now for Hillsboro. Ball will be on the 37-yard line. So a little bit of a break there maybe for East Clinton. So back, and we have Toby Warrington under center. He's handing it off again, just trying to grind it upfield, but not much there that time. East Clinton waiting on the ball carrier. It stopped him right in his tracks, so not much gain there. So it's down to 4th down again, and the ball right on the 40-yard line. So it looks like punt for Hillsboro. Not very long, not very deep, but East Clinton is going to let it die, and they do at about the 32-yard line. So we have 4:55 to go in the first quarter. It will be 1st and 10 for Hillsboro. And don't forget about our first quarter sponsor, Engine House Pizza in New Vienna. Their Sunday through Thursday hours are 4 to 10 and Saturday 4 to 11. And Friday and Saturday 4 to 11. You can call them right now. They have dine-in, carry-out, and delivery service. Wide delivery area. They cover Leesburg, Lynchburg, New Vienna, and Martinsville. And 987-2673 is the phone number. We're back to action. Hillsboro gave up the ball, no score, and East Clinton around the corner. And we have a ball carrier up the field and up past midfield. And that was number 25, Chase Finley with the ball. Good run back for Chase Finley.
That was a good run.
So we are at the, I think, about the 45-yard line of Hillsboro. East Clinton gets the ball in great field position. So let's see if they can make something out of this. So one great pass from Dalton Floyd early in the first quarter. Then the interception kind of hurt, but no score now. There goes number 5, Zach Rayback, and he's rolled upfield. Nice run for Zach Rayback all the way up to about
looks like the 25.
Yeah, about the 25-yard line. So Coach's son doing well there on that play. But East Clinton has gotten some big plays here.
Looks like we've got a timeout now.
Yep.
We probably wanted to tell our audience about tomorrow. We're adding a new product to our schedule in the morning at 11 o'clock.
Right. Talked about that in the pregame, but we need to mention that because it's the SCOL Coaches Show at 11 a.m. We'll be live from the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse on Columbus Avenue, and that will be, once again, at 11 a.m. Come by, join us there, have a great lunch, and you can also watch it on gtvr.net.
Right. This is actually going to be a television broadcast. So not only is it going to be audio, but it will be video.
Right. And you can see the great location there at Washington Courthouse.
If people stop in, we're going to have a microphone there. They can actually ask the coaches questions.
Sure.
I'm sure that we won't think of enough questions. So if we can get some participation from audience there, they'll help us out.
Right.
Looks like we're ready to get back to action.
We're ready to go again. East Clinton with the ball on the 29-yard line. And ball carrier, number 15, Anthony Osborne. And it is a nice little run there. We're down to about 4 minutes in the first quarter. It is going to be 2nd and 5 for East Clinton. Ball will be on the Hillsboro 20-yard line. So Dalton Floyd in the gun, and he's got it, looking to throw the ball. That incomplete pass. His intended receiver slipped a little bit. That was 88 Jake Nienover was the intended receiver. Ball was a little low and a little short. But timeout. Second timeout for East Clinton. So we have 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30-yard line of east of Hillsboro. 3:39 to go. No score in the first quarter. Dalton Floyd with the ball and trying to throw it, and he's got his intended receiver. It looks like for a first down. Nice catch over there by number 10, Eric Moore. Over on the along the Hillsboro sidelines, kind of over in the corner. Nice catch for Eric Moore. So Hillsboro is getting backed up a little bit. It looks like the ball is on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for East Clinton as we count down here in the first quarter at getting close to 3 minutes. Dalton Floyd handing the ball off. And number 25, Chase Finley, I think, ball carrier. And nice run for Chase. It'll be 2nd down and about, I think, 3-yard line. 2nd down and 3 yards to go for first down for East Clinton. Ball is on the 8-yard line of Hillsboro. Here we go with Chase Finley, Zach Rayback, the ball carrier, and he lost yardage. No body blocking ahead of him, and he could not get away, could not get around the corner. So the ball will be back to, I think, about the 12-yard line. It's 3rd and 7 for East Clinton. Once again with the ball on the 12-yard line. We are down near the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And we have Dalton Floyd back in the eye or the shotgun. And there's the nice catch for number 10, Eric Moore. Touchdown, East Clinton. Nice pass play. Nice pass play from Dalton Floyd to Eric Moore, and East Clinton scores first, and it is now 6-0 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter for East Clinton. So on to kick the extra point will be Tyler Sweet for East Clinton. So East Clinton gets on the scoreboard first with a nice pass from Dalton Floyd to Eric Moore. And I think we have a good extra point, and it is now 7-0 East Clinton. Nice steady drive downfield after Hillsboro failed to score on their possession. So East Clinton is got it going. Looking good.
That is GTVR.net.
Yep. All right. All right. So it is 1:49 to go in the first quarter. It is now East Clinton will be kicking off. First half or first quarter action brought to you by Engine House Pizza in New Vienna, Ohio. And phone number 937-987-2673. Call them and get your pizza delivered hot and fresh. And Hillsboro touches the ball and it lets it roll, but they are down at about the 37-yard line. It looks like Lane Hester may have been the guy on the ball.
37-yard line. Taken down by number 83, the Astros.
So, is that extra point? Is that extra point good? No. Oh, I think it looked good. Yeah, I thought so.
Let's go, defense! Come on!
Okay, the extra point for for East Clinton was not good, so it's only 6-0. And Hillsboro with an end around, and the ball is loose. And East Clinton has recovered on an end around. I'm not sure who the ball carrier was, but East Clinton got the ball back. And now East Clinton with great field position once again at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, East Clinton again. So 6-0 for East Clinton. Minute 34 to go. No time off the clock yet. So looks like the offense called on again to come out and maybe put some more points on the board for East Clinton. So Dalton Floyd in the backfield to get the ball and see if he can get the ball downfield. And another long pass overthrown. The intended receiver was number 7, Clyde Snow. Just overthrew him by a yard or two. Could have been a big play for East Clinton, but Dalton Floyd was trying to hook it up with Clyde Snow.
Did you notice the pink that they're wearing? East Clinton Astros are wearing on their
yes, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great touch for East Clinton. Great idea.
Well, it's easier to hit when you're looking for the right person, right?
That's right. Yeah. Ball on the Hillsboro 48-yard line, and 2nd and 10 for East Clinton. And ball carrier is number 24, Tyler Sweet, but may have lost a half a yard, but certainly did not get around the corner like it was hoping for. So it's actually 3rd and 9, so they gave him about a yard or so of distance, but not much there. So the ball is on the 47-yard line. 6-0 East Clinton. We are counting it down, less than 50 seconds from the end of the first quarter, and I got another yellow flag on the field, and offsides on Hillsboro. Wow, that hurts, as East Clinton has taken advantage of some of that, those penalties. So the ball is on the 42-yard line of Hillsboro. 3rd and 4 now for East Clinton. That helped a bunch. Oh, overthrown. Number 24, Tyler Sweet, again, the intended receiver. The ball was just thrown a little high, overthrown. So it is 4th and 4 now for East Clinton. Looks like they will have to punt with 35.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. So East Clinton groups at midfield is setting up this punt. So Tyler Sweet will be there to kick the ball, and that may end the first quarter. Hillsboro may be able to get another timeout on the field.
Looks like they're going to talk this over with 35 seconds to go.
I don't know whether either team has much in their bag of tricks for a punt at this stage of the game this year, but who knows? Hillsboro may try to come up and try to block that punt.
Yeah, and I would think that with no more time that's left on the clock, East Clinton may even try to go for this.
It's very possible. Neither team has anything to lose as far as championship or anything, so they can come out and give anything a try here.
Right. I still see nothing as far as on the scoreboard, and no scores have been reported in the COL.
We'll have to try to rephrase that here and see if there's anything new as far as scores.
And tonight's game with the Dodgers against the Cardinals will not start for about another half an hour, so we'll start bringing the score as soon as they start coming in.
We're long asleep, I'm afraid. Now Dalton Floyd in the background.
Yeah, they're going for it. A little dump pass there, and it's a first down.
How about that? Nice
there you
pass.
go.
Nice little dump pass. Got the first down. You called it. They got the job done there. I think Tyler Sweet may have been the receiver.
Still got 26.8 seconds left, so they've got plenty of time if they can get it down the field.
They've got time, and now the clock is running. I think time will run out, but they'll just turn around and change ends on the field and start all over again. Here we go. I think both teams are content to let this clock just run out. Want to remind you, first quarter action brought to you by Engine House Pizza. in New Vienna, Ohio. The hours are Sunday through Thursday, 4 to 10, and Friday and Saturday, 4 to 11. You can dine in, carry out, or they'll deliver it right to you in their wide delivery area. They cover Leesburg, Lynchburg, New Vienna, and Martinsville. And our daily specials, you can check them out. Call them at 937-987-2673. Engine House Pizza.
So you could actually be ordering us a pizza and they could be delivered.
They could be right here too.
Right
Actually, I found out a real secret. Maybe it's not a secret. Maybe everybody else here knows it. You can buy Engine House Pizza here at East Clinton.
Really?
You can definitely do that. Right down in the
well, when Billy Thatcher gets here, we're gonna
send that boy down.
Pizza, right?
You know, he probably wouldn't make it back up here with it.
He had a fortune come by him today. He was at the Lucky You there in Wilmington, and he won whatever the jackpot was. It was like $650.
Wow.
He owes us at least some pizza.
Well, yeah, absolutely. East Clinton back in action on offense. They are down to the about the 36-yard line. Dalton Floyd ready to go with it, and he gets the ball down to his intended receiver. 82, Jesse Livingston, the receiver, and East Clinton is right down there within a yard or two of a first down. So ball is on the 28-yard line, 2nd and 2. East Clinton, they are threatening again. They're not in the red zone yet, but they are getting downfield pretty well. And Dalton Floyd in the backfield to take the hike. And here we go. And a nice handoff, but not much gain on the play. Zach Rayback was the ball carrier. Didn't get much out in front of him, so he was stopped. I think they have a penalty marker on the field, and are back at East Clinton up. It looks like a big penalty too. Holding penalty on East Clinton, so that'll back them up big time. That hurt East Clinton. The ball on the 41-yard line of East Clinton, or of Hillsboro. 2nd and 15 now for East Clinton. So Dalton Floyd looks like he's going to try to get the ball in the air, but he was stopped. Couldn't find any receivers open downfield, so Dalton Floyd was pulled down by the Hillsboro defense. Once again, it's 6-0 East Clinton here at Astro Field in Lees Creek, Ohio. So Dalton goes over to the sidelines and tries to consult with the coach, but I think he's back on the field and ready to go. Some about 3 or 4 substitutions for East Clinton. I know Clyde Snow's in the game, and all right, East Clinton back. The officials said let's have a timeout. East Clinton with the timeout. So East Clinton down to 1 timeout left in the first half, and Hillsboro has 2. Both teams want to talk this over. 3rd and 15 for East Clinton, and the ball will be on the Hillsboro 41-yard line.
Well, I think they probably feel that this is going to be a very important drive. With the time that's remaining on the clock, this may be, if not their second to the last drive of the half, it might be their last drive.
Yeah.
So I think they want to make sure that they've discussed it and that whatever they do, they're going to get right to put some points on the board.
Yeah. 13 or 12-point lead could be huge at the present time.
Yeah.
All right, Dalton Floyd by himself in the backfield. He's going to try to find somebody. The ball batted down.
There's a penalty.
A penalty. Looks like maybe number 63 from Hillsboro getting into the backfield. That was Skylar Murphy. I'm not sure if the penalty was on him.
Well, he was almost there to take the ball.
He was almost there to receive it as soon as Dalton Floyd's arm come forward. So penalty is on Hillsboro. Hillsboro may have gotten the arm of Dalton Floyd.
I was going to say, that's more than just offside.
That's a big penalty. So that gets back all of the penalty on the Astros and more. So that's a 15-yarder. So we are back down to about the 34-yard line of Hillsboro. 3rd and 7 now for East Clinton.
Yeah, the 33.
The 33-yard line. And Dalton Floyd trying to find somebody, and he does. Right over the middle. Nice pass.
That's a first down.
That is a first down.
He really hung in the pocket there for that one, Lee.
He had to hang in there. Clyde Snow, I think, was the receiver. 1st and 10 now. And
looks like on the 24.
24-yard line of Hillsboro. And here's East Clinton. They are moving the ball downfield pretty well right now. They need to stay mistake-free and put the ball in the end zone. A long, deep pass.
Oh, just broken up.
Nice defensive play there. Clyde Stowe was the intended receiver. I think number 14, Logan Leslie, may have broken that up for Hillsboro. But that would have been an easy 6 if Clyde Snow would have got his hands on it.
No, he was on him like a blanket, so he got that hand up and got it blocked.
Yeah, nice defensive play. Well, we are at 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the 24-yard line of Hillsboro. 9:43 to go in the first half. Dalton Floyd looking. Oh, a little high.
Basically looked like almost the same play there.
Almost the same play. If the ball would have been down a little, the defender would have probably knocked it away again. So on the defense was again Logan Leslie of Hillsboro. And a real nice play there to break that play up. So East Clinton now 3rd and 10. And once again, the ball is on the 24-yard line. It's 6-0 East Clinton. Dalton Floyd rolling out, and now thinks better of it and going to try to run the ball.
And he's got it, it looks like.
First down. Nice run for Dalton Floyd. Had to pull it down.
It's going to be very close. It's going to be very close.
I think he may have gotten past the markers.
Certainly looks like from our vantage point that he has.
I think from here it looks like a first down. It is.
Yep, they're moving the chains.
They are moving the chains. That's good news for East Clinton as they get closer and closer to that goal line. Ball on the 15-yard line of Hillsboro. It is 1st and 10, East Clinton, and we're counting it down to close to 9 minutes here to go in the first half and the second quarter. So Dalton Floyd in the backfield, and looks like Tyler Sweet may be back there with him.
Looks like another pass.
Floyd is trying to get out.
He got free.
And he's got...
Looks like a touchdown.
And looks like Jesse Livingston, the receiver. Great catch right in the end zone for East Clinton. So that makes it now 12-0 East Clinton.
Well, he was moving around. He sidestepped a couple defenders and had time to make the pass.
Floyd really made that play happen because he just kept buying time, and
his man came free, and he was ready there to hit him.
Right.
Looks like they're going for 2, right?
Yep, I believe they are. And
complete.
They got it.
So it was good for 2.
Clyde Snow with the pass. And a nice catch in the end zone.
It's now 14-0.
That makes it 14-0. That evens it up as far as...
with just about 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes, yeah. That is a great play for East Clinton. that makes Hillsboro have to score 2 touchdowns, add 2 extra points to tie the game. So that was a critical play, and give East Clinton credit. They got the job done there. It took a chance, but they got it done.
Yeah, I think the key was that one play where they had a 4th down and 4 to go, and they made it happen, and they got that first down.
Right at the very end of the first quarter, they turned it around and made that 4th down and took it into the end zone. So, yep, great play for East Clinton. And a great play on behalf of a couple of receivers and quarterback Dalton Floyd. He bought himself some time on a couple of plays when he could have been sacked.
Yeah, he really looked fluid back there. He was moving around and he avoided the pressure.
He seems to have confidence tonight and really is playing well. Number 24, Tyler Sweet, will be set to kick this ball off to the Hillsboro Indians with 9:01 to go in the second quarter. So the officials are ready. They toss the ball to Mr. Sweet, and he's got it on the tee. And I think East Clinton is going to be playing with a lot of confidence here the remainder of this second quarter if nothing changes. And here we go. Ball is in the air. Kind of a short kick. Number 24 for Hillsboro.
One of the up guys.
One of the up guys. Jared Truman gets the kick, but it's not a long kick, but Truman did hang on to it very easily. And right now we are at the 8:53 mark in the end of the second quarter, or toward the 8:53 coming. Toward the end of the
now we'll see if Hillsboro can mount some type of an attack here. Yep. And it'll be interesting to see whether they start to pass or whether they're going to keep it on the ground. Right now it's on the ground.
They send the big man right up the middle.
That looks like a first down.
Yeah, big first down for Hillsboro.
Looks like an East Clinton player is down on the ground, though.
Yes, he is.
He might have gotten...
I believe the ball carrier was number 42, Jordan Mosley, and he's a
East Clinton player still on the ground.
Yeah,
there.
He's kind of got his bell rung a little. He hopefully is okay.
Yeah. Well, he's up on his knees.
He got clobbered pretty good. That was a big man running up the field for Hillsboro.
Tomorrow for our coaches broadcast. Now, who do we have that we're going to be?
We have in the first half hour, we will have Corey Dye from Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. In the second half hour, we will have East Clinton head coach Bill Rayback.
Just make sure that everybody tunes in. We're going to be live, and we're also going to be broadcasting this as a television show. We want everybody to tune in or come down and actually be there with us. You can ask some questions.
Enjoy some great food.
I'm sure they want to know what we look like in person, right?
Yeah, I think they're more concerned with the food, maybe, but yeah.
Well, I'm concerned about the food too because we're going to eat there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anthony Osborne, the Hillsboro or the East Clinton player that was down, but he seems to have just been shaken up. He's back up and on the bench. He's okay. But ball carrier for Hillsboro. All right, was
one of the things that I see as similarities, Clinton Massey, the game that we broadcast up there at Columbus to Sales, basically ran the ball. They were, and I see that Hillsboro's doing the very same thing. Yes. It doesn't look like they're making too much effort to pass. It's all on the ground.
Sending that big man right up through the line, and there he is again, number 30, Lance Hester, who's a sophomore, and imagine how big he's going to be when he's full grown. He's going to be a horse now.
I wouldn't want to have to feed him tomorrow at the Rusty Cake.
No, and I definitely wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to block him because he is a big boy, and they must feed him well because he's probably still growing. All right, Hillsboro back. 3rd and 1, ball on the East Clinton 41-yard line. 7:21 to go, and right up the middle, but East Clinton was waiting on him, but he may have gotten the first down. It's going to be right on the line And
Yeah, they're moving the chains, it looks like.
I believe they
It's a
are.
first down?
First down for Hillsboro. 7:12 to go. First down, Hillsboro. Ball will be on the East Clinton 40-yard line.
I think they're content to continue to grind this out as long as they're getting the first downs. They'll keep it on the ground.
Let the clock run. Let Hillsboro wind it down. We'll grind out the clock. Hillsboro would prefer, I'm sure, to score quickly and be able to get the clock back. But number 30, Lance Hester with the ball again for Hillsboro. A couple of yards maybe, but not a lot on that play. Once again, East Clinton 14 and Hillsboro nothing here, a 0 at coming down to less than 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Hillsboro coming back up to the line of scrimmage. And let's see what they do. Number 20 for Hillsboro is their quarterback, and that's Toby Warrington. And he's going to keep it and try to get around the corner, but may have gotten to the 35, but that's about it.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up maybe 4.
Yeah. So that would put him about to 35. So
I think that was a design play for him to keep it and roll around.
He was keeping it all the way.
Yeah.
3rd and 6 now for Hillsboro. And the ball is on the 35-yard line of East Clinton. 5 minutes and 59 seconds, just a tick under 6 minutes to go.
I think there was movement.
Flag. There was movement on the line. 1 second went off the clock. Are they calling it on East Clinton? They are. So that'll back East Clinton up about 5 yards. So that will hurt. Look. 3rd and 1 to go now for Hillsboro. Ball is on the East Clinton 30-yard line.
35. At least the scoreboard says 35. It looks like the 30.
It's on the 30-yard line. Yep. And big power play and a first down for Hillsboro.
May have gotten a yard, not much.
No, he didn't get much, but he did move it forward.
What have got going on
first down,
here?
It is.
Somebody looked like there was a little bit of temper there.
Yeah, but it is a first down. Hillsboro, they got about a yard or so. Ball will be on about the 28-yard line of East Clinton. And once again, East Clinton leading 14-0 with 5:40 to go in the first half.
The clock was running, but it looks like maybe somebody's called a timeout. Yeah, Hillsboro.
Timeout on Hillsboro. That will be the end of their timeouts. No more timeouts for Hillsboro in the first half. So it is now 14-0. East Clinton, and they've had some big plays here in the first half, and Hillsboro is trying to just grind the ball out, but they are making some positive yardage, but not a lot at any one time, but they are still able to get a first down when they need it.
Well, yeah, they've been effective on the ground. You know, East Clinton has sort of been more multidimensional in as much as they pass and run the ball, whereas Hillsboro's sort of that grind it out. But of course, when you've got a back as big as their back is, it's easy to hand it off to him and let him
pound it.
Yeah, let him loose
right up the middle. Yeah, he's back in the backfield again, and we have Hillsboro up, and it looks like the quarterback,
another
keeper, trying to get around, but he may have gotten 4 or 5 yards on that play. So he got out of bounds, which killed the clock. That helped a little bit as far as Hillsboro's concerned. So the ball will be on the Hillsboro, or on the East Clinton 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Hillsboro. So they're trying to grind it out again. They need another 2 or 3 yards. The old Woody Hayes football. There you go.
That's a good one.
Exactly
Good run.
what Hillsboro was waiting for.
They picked up the 5 and more.
They got it plenty of yards on that. Big play for Hillsboro. Grinded it right up the middle and got that big back right up the middle. Lance Hester was the ball carrier and just a big power.
There'll be about 5 minutes to go when they snap the ball.
Yeah, you're right. And Hillsboro trying to get some more yardage. Toby Warrington.
Well, that was a big pile that moved there.
Yeah, a big pile moving, but they may have gotten 2 or 3 yards there. And let's see where they spot the ball. Ball is on the 14-yard line. 2nd and 9 for Hillsboro.
So they picked up a yard.
Yeah, they didn't get much out of that, but
well, obviously, as they get closer to the goal line, when you run the ball like this, there's going to be it's going to be harder every yard that you get closer to that goal line.
Defense will be waiting on you, but there's a nice little play there. May have gotten 3 or 4 yards. As we count down to under 4 minutes and 20 seconds here at East Clinton, as the Astros lead the Indians 14-0. 3rd and 7 now for for Hillsboro. Ball is on the East Clinton 11-yard line, and we are counting it down under 4 minutes. Hillsboro threatening now at the 11-yard line, trying to get the ball in the end zone with just a strong running attack. And once again, Lance Hester, number 30, with the ball.
May have been a couple yards.
Yeah, not much. Kind of a little bit of Woody Hayes football, just a little bit of yardage.
Well, now they've got a real question now. With 3 yards to go for a first down, it's 4th down.
Right.
And so they have to decide whether they're going to go for it or they're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah. I'm not sure they want to settle for a field goal.
No,
here.
not being down 14 points. Looks like they're going for it. They're going up to the line.
And who could blame them at this point? They are
well, yep, it looked like a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, he may have gotten it.
Yeah, they did move.
3 minutes. And it ball looks like it's going to be goal to go now for the Hillsboro Indians.
Looks like first
ball
and
on the 4-yard line. First down, and the ball on the 4-yard line for the Hillsboro Indians. See if they can pull this off and put it in the end zone.
Once again, they hand it off.
Got it down a little closer.
Yeah.
They have gotten it within a yard or two. Like 2nd and 1.
All right, 1 yard line.
That is getting it close. That's exactly the kind of plays that Hillsboro's been running.
About 2.5 minutes to go. The clock is still running.
They would just as soon go in the locker room at halftime.
With no time.
With no time left on the clock and getting a score and getting momentum here.
Here we go.
They are going to try to punch it in right now.
The whole pile, boy, what a pile.
Piled it up.
And that's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown for the Hillsboro Indians. Just got it in at 2:11 to go in the first half. Hillsboro punches it in, so 6 points.
Did we see who scored that touchdown?
It was very difficult to tell.
I think the whole pile did.
I think it may have been a keeper or the quarterback.
Yeah. They're going to try the extra point here.
The extra point. See if it actually goes through here.
It looks like it's good.
I believe it's good.
14-7.
Hillsboro, we may have
We've got a ball game, don't we?
Yeah, 14-7 now. East Clinton with 2:11 to go in the first half here at East Clinton.
Chillicothe and Clinton Massey are tied 7-7.
Chillicothe and
7-7, and I don't know that.
Chillicothe and Clinton Massey are.
We need to find out where you're getting your scores, because we're not getting anything off the Ohio High School Association website.
And Chillicothe are tied up 7-7. It's probably getting close to the.
Sounds like they've got a good game going on there.
And those two teams are very equally matched, and that could be a huge ball game in the South Central Ohio League, as well as the next two games for Clinton Massey, as they'll venture to Washington Courthouse next week, and the week following they'll welcome Miami Trace to Falcon Field.
But I think Hillsboro's fan base, they're happy now. They've finally scored, and they've tightened this game up. They're
excited over there. They've got a lot of life back in the stands over there. It is now 2:11 to go in the first half. 14-7 East Clinton over Hillsboro. East Clinton ready to receive. We've got Zach Rayback in back, as well as Chase Finley deep to receive. And Hillsboro is ready to kick off. Number 17, Alex Branscombe, is kicking it off for Hillsboro. End over end kick. And we have, oh my, number 25, Chase Finley picked up the ball, but the defense may have gotten him, and there's a lot of laundry out there on the field. So let's see what the officials call. East Clinton seems to be lining up back at the spot of the foul, so it may have been on East Clinton, and it is.
Possibly a hold?
Could be a hold in the backfield on the run back. Be a legal block in the back, okay. 2:03 to go in the first half, 14-7. Hillsboro is down. East Clinton over Hillsboro, 14-7. And the ball is now on the 15-yard line of East Clinton, and that's where they'll get started here at the end of the first quarter, or the first half. Dalton Floyd trying to find somebody deep, but he
still has it. He completes the pass.
And the receiver
still going
is 82. That's Jesse Livingston. A great run after catch for Jesse Livingston.
Looks like the 45-yard line of East Clinton. Real good pass.
Nice run after the catch. Tough run, man. He had a couple of guys hanging all over him, but able to just keep plowing upfield. And
well, East Clinton, they're not trying to just run out the clock for the first half. They are on the move.
Points on the board, and they have every intention of doing that. And Dalton Floyd had to get rid of that ball because the defense was coming after him. Yeah, they were all over him.
What do we got going on at the halftime?
We have hopefully a couple of special guests. Tom South and Phil Whittington, members of the very first competitive East Clinton high school football team. They hopefully will be halftime guests. You know, they're older than me, so they may have trouble getting up the steps.
Oh, well, maybe I should go down and help them up.
You may have to help them up.
All right. Okay.
They may be trying to find the elevator. I don't know. Dalton Floyd,
well, they're going to be looking.
Trying to roll out and find somebody.
It away.
Nobody throws it into the crowd on the sidelines, but nothing there. So it's going to be, I believe, 3rd and 10, East Clinton. Ball will be still on their 45-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Hillsboro has no timeouts left. East Clinton has one, and I don't know whether they were, I guess they weren't taking it. They were just running in a play.
Yeah, they were changing plays. They got the ball out of bounds. All right, minute 29 to go.
Looks like there might be a penalty.
Another penalty.
Either possibly a delay. Oh, illegal procedure.
Yep.
Little movement on the East Clinton line.
Right. So that'll back them up again. Another 5 yards. So they do not need that. They
looks like a 3rd and 15 on the 45.
Yep. 3rd 15. Ball on the
40.
Yeah. They're backing it up to the 40-yard line.
We might have a timeout here. Yeah, I guess we have a timeout. East Clinton just used its final.
Their last timeout. Neither team has any timeouts left here in the first half, so they'll have to play out the string here or hit the sidelines with pass in order to stop the clock if they need to.
Have you been watching the baseball playoffs? Are you following any of that?
Not much.
I just wondered. Boston's playing Detroit, and the Dodgers are playing the Cardinals. Have you got a favorite out of any of those?
I don't care who wins as long as it's not the Cardinals.
So even though they're in the Reds division, you'd rather they not win?
As long as anybody wins except the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, minute 28 to go. Both teams back, ready to go. East Clinton on offense. Dalton Floyd in the back.
Intercepted.
Hillsboro.
It's still on his feet, and he's down.
That was number 20. That's actually the quarterback for Hillsboro. Number 20, Toby Warrington, who picked
doing
that
double
ball
duty,
off.
huh?
Yeah, doing double duty on back there and picked that off. So Hillsboro with a golden opportunity here inside the 50-yard line with 1:18 to go. And it's
they still have plenty of time.
They have plenty of time. East Clinton with 14 and Hillsboro 7. The ball is going to be.
It'll be interesting to see whether they actually try any passes or if they continue to keep running it out on the ground.
Conservative and run the clock, or whether they try to keep it going. Oh, this may change things altogether.
Right. Looks like something's changed here.
Yes. As there was a penalty on Hillsboro, backing Hillsboro up now. So
I think they're going to have to go to the air if they expect to be able to score in 1:18 before the half runs out.
And
they may try something of a fake or something and then pass.
They may very well try something, a little razzle-dazzle here, but
he's back to pass.
Back to throw it.
Long pass. And it's picked off.
You saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah.
And that is Clyde Snow with the ball and a nice interception. Kind of a payback there from East Clinton.
I think, and they were waiting for it. We kind of thought they'd go to the air, and obviously they did. And East Clinton, it wasn't fooling them at all.
No, there was nobody from Hillsboro near that ball, really. Maybe one receiver in the neighborhood, but so East Clinton back on offense again. Ball on
looks like the 47,
47-yard line. 1st and 10 East Clinton.
Well, now it'll be interesting to see what East Clinton does with 1:05 remaining.
See if they try to just kill the clock or whether they try to make some get some points here. Dalton Floyd throwing it out there.
Out to the side.
Hits.
Looks like he's out at the Hillsboro 40 now.
He's downtown. 58.9 seconds to go, and got the ball out of bounds. That was a key on that play, stopping the clock.
It's at the 41.
41-yard line, 1st and 10. And right
over the middle.
That won't stop the clock.
No, there's no timeouts. There's no timeouts.
It did not stop the clock.
You have to get to the line quickly.
It was a first down, 1st and 10, East Clinton.
He's keeping it.
Dalton Floyd tried to keep it, but he was stopped. And the clock is still running.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to make another play off.
They're going to have to,
with only 20 seconds.
Get up there and go with it. Dalton Floyd back. All right, they're going to try to get one more play.
This will have to be towards the end zone.
Floyd's going to try to throw it
Here he goes, long pass.
And the defensive player was right in position and made it happen.
Yeah, we've got 15 seconds.
Logan Leslie was down there and he played the ball all the way.
I imagine it'll be the same thing. Pass to the end zone this time.
15 seconds to go, and East Clinton still has the ball. And they'll try one more pass and try to get it down there. Nearly
just missed it.
Jake Niedover nearly caught that ball. He
had his hands on it.
He had his hands on it, and if he'd have got it, he might have been in.
I think that probably just the falling to the ground might have dislodged it.
Yeah, that was tough. So 8.2 seconds left to go. And Hillsboro takes over on downs at the 33-yard line.
Now, I would imagine they are just going to keep this on the ground. They're not going to try anything.
They're going to kill the clock and go to the locker room just down 7 points, 14-7. East Clinton leading.
Yeah, he takes a knee.
That rounds it up on... winds it up on the first half here at East Clinton.
Well, I think this was a pretty good game the first half, don't you think? 14-7?
Yeah, very competitive here in the first half. And we'll have about 20 minutes here of halftime action. Be back with more action here in the second half. Want to remind you our halftime action is brought to you by the folks at Route 73 Homes. Rick, you want to tell them about Route 73 Homes?
Well, now, I remember we talked about Route 73 Homes last halftime, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And we were talking about mother-in-laws, I think, at the time.
Yeah,
now, I don't have a mother-in-law.
Well, I don't now, but I did have. But you could buy one of these, put your mother-in-law in it, maybe put it on the back 40. You wouldn't have to put it right up next to your house, but you could put it wherever you want. But there's some beautiful homes. The Fleetwood, the Commodore. They have a used Commodore out there that looks like it's about brand new. They have the Cabin series, kind of looks like a log home. They have the Kingsley Ranch home, the Ludwig, the Kingsley Modular, the Kingsley 1,800 square foot modular, and the Howard. And I'm sure they can find many, many more that would suit your needs.
Now, has there been one that you've particularly been interested in that you've taken a look at?
Well, it looks like a log home. I believe it's the Kingsley. It even has a fireplace in it, and is just...
that would go with your raccoon hat, right?
That's right. Put your raccoon hat on. You could almost live like the boys from Duck Dynasty in there. It would look really sharp, look really, really good.
So to get more information, they need to call Brian at 937-725-6213, or they can actually go to their website.
Absolutely.
It's www.route73homes.com.
Sure.
So whether they go to the web or they actually make the phone call to Brian, they can check out all their beautiful, beautiful homes there right online.
Brian is in the office every day, and he is certainly there, willing and ready to take care of your every needs as far as a modular home. We've got the East Clinton band on the field, and they're sounding great as ever.
The Hillsboro band.
Hillsboro band, okay.
Hillsboro. The 2013 Hillsboro High School.
The Hillsboro 7. And right now with Hillsboro's band on the field.
Hey.
The homecoming crowd here at East Clinton. You're with Rick Phillips and Lee Hendee at GTVR. Seeing on our new high school football channel up specifically for our games of the week. Massey game. Haven't got any updates on that. and we will be bringing you scores from the football playoffs. Tonight, Los Angeles and St. Louis are playing, and you heard earlier that Lee is, he doesn't care who wins as long as it isn't the St. Louis Cardinals. But hearing the Hillsboro marching band, and we'll let you hear a little bit of that music. In Lee's Creek, that was the Hillsboro Marching Band. It's homecoming right here at East Clinton, and we have a score of 14-7. East Clinton leads Hillsboro at the half. We've had a real good game the first half. We hope that we'll have a real good second half. We'd like to remind you that halftime is brought to you by Route 73 Homes. They have a great selection of homes. You can find them online, or you can call Brian at 937-725-6213, or go to their website. It's www.route73homes.com, and they will be glad to help you. I think Lee's probably, he's getting ready to get some of that pizza, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where Billy Thatcher is. He's supposed to be up and bringing us a pizza.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
I've got my halftime guest coming up here.
Well,
so,
here, yeah, it looks like it. So, well,
they're coming up.
All right.
I told you, they're a lot older than me.
Why didn't you take the elevator? You should have took the elevator. All right. Well, I'll turn the microphone over to you, and you can start your interview.
All right. Well, come on over here, guys. I've got a couple of guys here that, well, we've known each other for a long time. Maybe longer than we all care to admit, but you guys helped start East Clinton football back in the late 60s. Yep. And I'm talking with Tom South and Phil Whittington. Tell us about East Clinton football getting it started in the very early days.
Okay, I think the first varsity season was in 1967. And if I remember back 2 years before that, we just kind of played among ourselves. Then the next year we played a reserve schedule and did pretty well. And then in 67 was the first varsity football team.
All right. And what positions did you play?
I played both ways. I played middle guard on defense and guard and tackle on offense.
Okay.
This guy next to you was a pretty decent football player.
Number 32.
Yeah, I played defensive back on the first team we ever had, and I really enjoy the new facilities they have here. We had no field. Practice field was rocks and bumpy, but now it's really nice here.
one of the better fields in the area.
We started out, we didn't have a football field like Phil said, and we played our home games at Wilmington College, which was actually nice facilities. But I'm proud to be here and see what a tremendous homecoming crowd, and like what Phil says, I'll just reiterate that what a wonderful facility. You know, I see all that whiteboard fence. There ought to be some horses around here, at least.
Yeah, there ought to be. Yeah, ought to be. I can't believe you guys didn't find the elevator coming up here.
Well, we'll see about that. Maybe we'll have to, maybe get one put in.
We'll get that put in next time, okay?
Yeah.
But what have you been doing lately, Phil?
Well, I was teaching for a long time. Now I'm retired and taking care of my dogs and wife and so forth. And doing a little jog. I did a half marathon about 2 weeks ago, so I enjoy that.
Good.
I just want to say Mike Anderson was our first coach back in the day, and a few things. I think Roger Moore scored the first touchdown that we ever had. That was even actually before varsity, the season started. But anyway, I believe the first touchdown actually on the new field here was Jimmy Morse. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, and his dad had an awful lot to do with getting this field done.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there.
Sure.
Who were some of the other people that you played with in that first couple of years?
Well, let's say our senior, Phil and I senior year, your senior year, we had 5 seniors played. Chuck Howard, Phil, myself, Bob Fisher, and Dave Blanton. And that was his first year of football. We didn't have very much part of numbers. But anyway, we're a small team. Anyway, but somebody had to start it.
Yeah.
You had to get it started and come a long way since then.
I really enjoyed playing. I'm glad that we got it started and it really advanced, and I really appreciate the fans' support for East Clinton.
Yeah.
Always had wonderful fans, and they travel well. And like I said, whether it be football or basketball, I noticed, there's not a whole lot of Hillsboro people here, but boy, there's a big crowd, for us.
Well, East Clinton's been well supported.
Always.
And I'm always glad to come back here and do high school sports.
Absolutely.
It's great to have you guys here, and Phil to come all the way back here and for homecoming.
So can I mention about you what a good track athlete you were? Is that going to bother you at all?
Well,
and by the way,
do I have to pay you anything for that?
Yeah, you knew whose school record you broke in the 2 mile?
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Some guy named South had that record before me.
You know why I had it? It was only the first year they ever ran it.
Got it by default.
Thank you. Yes, I sure did. We won't mention the time why.
I had the advantage, somewhat like Phil, growing up on a farm where there was nothing much else to do other you did farm work or you ran. And so I lived back a lane 7/10 of a mile, so I got to run all the time and probably did that more than I should have done other things. But
I just want to say, growing up on a dairy farm, work 7 days a week, I was surprised with some people only work 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And you're off 2 days a week. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I thought everybody worked 7 days a week.
Those cows come calling morning and night, don't they, Phil?
Every day.
Coach Anderson, he used to clock me with a calendar. I'm not saying I'm slow, but anyway, I'm not saying I'm slow, but
who were some of the other coaches that were part of that?
In football, Coach Smith was our line coach,
right?
And there weren't very many. Just 2 coaches.
Yeah,
they don't have all
they got coaches.
Oh, Billy Ray Anders from Ohio State. I'm awful proud of Billy Ray. There's a tremendous story there. Having never played high school football, going up to Ohio State and not only making the team and playing for Woody Hayes, he was all Big Ten and elected captain. I'm very proud of Billy Ray Anders.
Yeah, he's quite an inspirational story coming out of Sabina.
One of the great stories, along with Harold Reno, our world champion horseshoe pitcher.
Right.
2 times.
Sabina's produced some great athletes.
Yeah,
Bill Snow and Billy Ray and Harold Reno.
Yes, absolutely.
Bobby Hooper, So for a small community, done pretty well.
And don't forget about Eugene.
Eugene, most famous resident of Sabina.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You suppose he played basketball, maybe? We don't know.
We don't know, but he probably did. Yeah, he probably did. Well, I thank you guys for coming up at halftime and enjoy the second half. And I'm sure you'll be rooting on the Astros down there. I'll hear you from up there in the press time.
Thanks for having us up.
Glad we could have you guys on. So take care.
Take care.
All right. Well, as you hear, the East Clinton marching band, or the Hillsboro marching band, I should say, they are playing very well out there and well representing Hillsboro. And
now we got the East Clinton marching band out there.
Yeah. And both bands very good.
Sometimes it's hard to tell because the colors are very similar.
Yeah, the colors are very similar.
Right.
But I want to thank our halftime guests, Tom South and Phil Whittington, for being up here.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to thank our halftime sponsor.
Yeah, that was a
Route 73 Homes.
Yeah.
My buddy Brian Laurent.
And
stop by and take a look at some of those marvelous homes. If they don't have something that particularly catches your eye or fits your needs, they can get it. Because Brian has been in this business a long, long time, and he can get what you need and put together a home that just right for you.
And just give him a call at 937-725-6213. He'll be happy to help you out. Or you can go to their website. You can take a look at what they have as far as their inventory online. Just go to www.route73homes.com. That's Route 73 Homes right there on State Route 73.
Absolutely. Drive right by it if you come down 73 toward New Vienna. You'll drive right by it, just past the split in the woods there. So we're getting down to almost 5 minutes before halftime. I'm going to turn it over to you for a few minutes, Rick, and I'm going to go get something to drink, and I'll be
a little refreshment, right?
A little cool refreshment.
Well, we'd like to remind everyone that tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, live, and this is audio and video from the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse.
I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
We're going to have the coach show.
Absolutely.
Right, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Right. Well, you take it from here for a little bit, and I'll be back.
Well, we're at halftime. This is homecoming for East Clinton. We're here in Lee's Creek, Ohio, and we're just watching the East Clinton band. They've been performing here at the second part of the halftime. Our score is East Clinton 14 and the Hillsboro Indians 7. We are at halftime. We've got about 4.5 minutes to go before the game starts again. It's been a real good first half. Hillsboro's been, they've been grinding it out on the ground, and East Clinton's been throwing as well as running. So they've sort of mixed it up a little more than Hillsboro, but Hillsboro still has the results of getting a touchdown and 7 points. So it is a contest. There isn't anything, there isn't either team running away with the game. And I would imagine it's going to be a hotly contested battle here in the second half as well. We got a great crowd here tonight. It's a beautiful night for football. East Clinton's stands are filled, as you would well expect, with the homecoming festivities. And we'll play a little bit more music here from the East Clinton band. You can listen and just enjoy it along with us. You've been listening to our homecoming halftime. It's been brought to you by Route 73 Homes. Just call Brian at 937-725-6213 or go to their website. It's www.route73homes.com. Take a look at their inventory. If you have a question, give Brian a call. Our halftime score is East Clinton 14, Hillsboro Indians 7. We've got about a minute to go before the second half begins. It has been a well-fought battle. Hillsboro has been grinding it out on the ground. East Clinton have sort of mixed it up with some passes as well as their runs. And you're with Rick Phillips and Lee Hendee on GTVR. We'd like to remind you tomorrow we've got the Coaches Show at 11 o'clock. It's going to be coming to you live, video and audio, from the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse. You can come down. We're going to have a microphone that's open. You can ask the coaches questions, and you can... what was that score with Miami Trace?
At the half. Bishop Reading 24, Miami Trace 14.
Okay, 24-14.
Yes.
Columbus Rady over Miami Trace. And Miami Trace, we've had a couple of their games. They have a pretty potent offense, but it looks like they're trailing at the half. Have we gotten anything back from the Massey?
Washington Courthouse was up over Greenfield 14-12.
14-12, Washington Courthouse over Greenfield currently. So the scores are starting to come in. And the last score we heard with Chillicothe and Clinton Massey, it was 7-7. We've not had any scores since then. The teams are on the field. They're getting warmed up now, doing little stretches. Some of their warm-ups. This is Rick Phillips with Lee Hendee for GTVR. And Lee will be back to bringing you the second half action in just about 3 minutes. Got the officials back out on the field. You know what, Lee? I didn't see Billy Thatcher, so I guess we're without pizza for the half, huh? We're gonna have to check.
Okay, now I'm back.
So if you know who you were calling. Okay, let's hear it upstairs in the announcer.
All right, well, I think it's going to be an exciting second half.
I think it will be a good second half. It's been a close battle the first half, and I'll be interested to see if Hillsboro continues to grind it out on the ground. That seems to be pretty much their forte as far as right. And I don't expect much change from East Clinton as well. I think they'll keep it throwing those passes when they need to,
and do what they've been doing.
And they did take a couple chances in the first half. That 4th and 4, where they completed it, and
right.
So it's been certainly exciting football.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect time and perfect weather for football, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful night tonight.
We're down about a minute and 30 to go, so we will be ready to roll again here in just a moment or two.
So, Lee, on your way to the food, did anybody recognize you and want to buy you, something
nobody
to eat?
Said a word.
Huh. Imagine that.
One of my friends that was up here at halftime lost his cell phone, so I tried to help him find that.
Well, no, there was a cell phone that was turned in here. That's not it?
No.
Oh.
Nope. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's the bottom of the first, and the Dodgers and the Cardinals still 0-0.
Okay.
There has been no score yet.
All right. Just let me know when the Dodgers go ahead.
Head coach Bill Rayback.
right, yes, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the Rusty Keg Tavern in Washington Courthouse.
They're actually going to be able to put our faces, I don't know if that'll be good or not, but to put our faces with our voices.
Yep. Well, Hillsboro gets the kickoff, and Ryan Hagan receives the kickoff, and they'll be on offense as we start the second half here in Lees Creek, Ohio. So we just get it rolling. 11:54 to go. It's East Clinton leading Hillsboro 14-7 just as we start the second half. Ball is on the Hillsboro 40, 1st and 10 in the third quarter. And big handoff, and a handoff to number 30, Lane Hester, right up the middle. And got a couple of yards on that one. And Hester's just a big boy. I'm not sure. He probably goes about 275, maybe even more. But he hits that line going and got a big push. 2nd and 6. Ball on the 44-yard line of Hillsboro. And quarterback Toby Warrington is under center. And hands the ball right up the middle, but number 42, Jordan Mosley, stopped and may have been pushed back a little, but didn't gain much on that play at all. So Jordan Mosley, the ball carrier, and a handoff from Toby Warrington. 3rd and 5, ball on the 45-yard line of Hillsboro. So we are back to action as Toby Warrington back under center, and we've got a flag already. Nothing happening. And the legend has returned. Billy Thatcher is in the building. 3rd and 5, ball on the 45, and let's see what the where we are. All right, now ball on the 45-yard line of Hillsboro at 3rd and 5, and Toby Warrington tried to get out of the backfield and run up the middle, but may have gotten 3 yards, maybe 2, but that will bring up 4th down and 3. 4th and 3 for Hillsboro. 10-12 to go. 14-7 East Clinton over Hillsboro. Now the ball on the 48-yard line of Hillsboro. So now Toby Warrington back under center. Hillsboro really can, for the most part, just hand the ball off. Warrington calls his own number. He's got the first down and more. Up, probably got about 4 more past the first down. So a good run for Toby Warrington. Hillsboro quarterback. He's pretty quick. If he can get just daylight around that corner, he can go. All right, ball on the East Clinton 46 now, 1st and 10. 9:25 to go in the third quarter. 14-7, East Clinton over Hillsboro. Ball on the East Clinton 46, 1st and 10. And nice run up the left-hand side. That's number 30, Lance Hester. Big run there. May have gotten 6 or 7 on that play. Big run there. It is 2nd and 4. Ball on the East Clinton 40-yard line. So Hillsboro back up to the line. And we've got number 14, Logan Leslie, up in there, handing the ball off, and close to a first down, but does maybe a yard short. 3rd and 1 now for Hillsboro. Send the big man right up the middle is probably what's going to be their call. Send Lance Hester right up the middle, or could send Toby Warrington behind Hester, or let Hester block for him. Right now, we have in the game Logan Leslie at quarterback for Hillsboro. So a change there, and they've got the first down and then some for Hillsboro. So a nice line surge for Hillsboro as they are beating East Clinton on the line right now with a big surge on almost every play. So 1st and 10 for Hillsboro, and the ball will be on the East Clinton 33-yard line.
We've got Billy Thatcher up here in the press box. He said that they don't have any pizza downstairs anymore. Now, that's what he told me. I don't know that that's true.
I think he probably means they
but he
don't have
had those big
anymore
winnings
since he got here. All right, East Clinton or Hillsboro around the corner, but quarterback keeper for Logan Leslie, but he's not really able to get much around the corner, so that kind of put the stop to him.
Billy, I think you could probably get us some hamburgers or something like that. I already told him about big winnings, so we know that
now for Hillsboro.
There'll probably be some people wanting to see you out in the parking lot.
32-yard line, 14-7 for East Clinton leading Hillsboro right now.
They continue to grind it out there.
They aren't afraid to just keep pounding the ball. They've got a new quarterback in the game this half. His name is Logan Leslie.
He was stopped.
Number 30, the big man got stopped in the background. Lance Hester got stopped before.
That was a great defensive play there.
Yeah, a great defensive play. East Clinton had been getting beat on the line there a little bit, but that play, they got a good surge and got right in and stopped that play before anything developed. It is now 3rd and 12 for East Clinton, or for Hillsboro, and East Clinton may have a big stop here if they could stop them on this down.
Yeah, this will be an important play right here.
Down and a series if they can stop them here. 14-7, East Clinton over Hillsboro. 6:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. We've got another flag.
Looks like delay.
The delay of game, I think, on Hillsboro. That is a 5-yard penalty. That could be very costly.
Yeah, that's going to back them up even.
3rd and 12. 3rd and 17 for Hillsboro. And they're going to throw, and still not enough for the first down. I think the receiver may have been Lance Hester.
Looks like they have 5 more yards to make.
They still need at least 5 yards to go, and they are not able to get it. 4th down now. And
well, I'm sure they're going to go for it here. They're not going to.
They are going to have to make up some points here and try to get a first down out of this.
Another pass.
And
he was well covered, so it didn't look like there was even an option to catch
Hillsboro made a stop on that play.
East Clinton's going to take over on downs. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line of East Clinton.
We're in the announcer's booth here.
Going back the other direction now.
At East Clinton Field, and we're looking for a cell phone that's been lost. So if anybody brings a cell phone up here, we need to pass it on.
It was right there.
There's somebody calling with somebody's phone that they found. Ball is on the East Clinton 29. Oh, that ball came out, but it nearly got intercepted. It's 5:22 to go, and
we'll make it
it is now 2nd and 10 for East Clinton. The ball is on the East Clinton 29-yard line.
And but not much of a pickup.
Not much yardage there. So, yeah. So we are trying to see if East Clinton can get the ball, get another first down, and that would be some clock for East Clinton to take down the choices, limit the options for Hillsboro. That would force you, if East Clinton can get a completion. Dalton Floyd trying to run the ball, but he is stopped by number 6, Jed Asmus of Hillsboro. So that'll bring up 4th and 5 for East Clinton. So East Clinton stalled out on that series and did not get much out of that series at all. So Hillsboro could get pretty decent field position. So Toby Warrington is back in the back deep for Hillsboro. Seems to be the only guy deep.
Good punt.
A nice punt. He missed it. And he may have touched it. If he touched it, then it was a live
It looks
ball.
like they're saying it's down right there.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't think he ever got his hands on it.
Must have just went through what appeared to be that he touched.
Went through his hands, but East Clinton downed the ball back there at about the 32-yard line.
This is GTVR. You're listening to Rick Phillips and Lee Hendee on our live Game of the Week, high school football Game of the Week broadcast. With East Clinton leading Hillsboro, the Indians, 14-7. And we've got a 1st and 10. Looks like East Clinton did recover the ball. The ball carrier is down. Maybe a pickup of about 4 yards. We got a 2nd and 6 on the 28-yard line.
All right, now.
Yes, this is Tom South.
We have Hillsboro back deep in their own territory.
East Clinton
with the ball. Dalton Floyd has the ball, but he is gang tackled.
Yeah, they did recover the ball. Apparently.
They did recover the ball. I was wondering, about the 28-yard line. I don't think he got any.
Yeah, it looked like he was pretty much stopped.
Yeah, they got the officials threw a flag on that play. Penalties on East Clinton, dead ball foul, so that's going to hurt East Clinton. Going to back them up big time.
Are Shane would be easier for me to come to you?
Yeah, so that puts East Clinton back deep, and that's going to put the ball on the Hillsboro 42-43 yard line. So, all right, now let's see if East Clinton can recover from that huge penalty. It's now 3rd and 20. Ball on their 43-yard line. Yeah, Dalton Floyd's going to try to get the ball down deep, but he's got loose. Now he's got to try to make something happen. He keeps getting loose, but he just couldn't find anybody open. He was scrambling, fought off 2 or 3 would-be tacklers, but still could not get the first down. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like a 4th and 11 or 4th and 12.
Yeah, it's going to be still pretty deep in their own
territory. He picked up substantial yardage as far as what the penalty was, but
that'll make a punt difficult to try to keep it in the field of play. They may, they'll probably have to kick it over the out of the end zone.
Got another penalty.
Another penalty. Oh my. Well, this may help them a little bit. They may be able to get the ball inside the field of play to where they cannot, it won't go out of the end zone. So may be able to get it within the 10-yard line. So we'll see what they can do. See, We've got Tyler Sweet up there. Looks like he's ready to kick off, to punt the ball. Nope, Tyler Sweet's not. 54.
Another good punt. Oh! Bounced off the head of it. Looks like an East Clinton athlete.
Yeah. But that will put the ball down about the 1 or 2 yard line if that's where the officials spot it.
Yeah, I think they spotted where it hit his helmet.
Yeah, they probably did, yeah. That's still going to be a pretty good punt.
We didn't have a helmet cam on him, did we?
No, I don't think we did. We'd be buying a new one. Ball on the 19-yard line. That's not bad for that punt.
No, that was a very good punt.
1st and 10 for Hillsboro. East Clinton leading Hillsboro 14-7 here as we wind down the third quarter. Not really much action here. Teams trading some yardage, but no scoring in the third quarter. So we'll have Hillsboro back up to the line and see who they have at quarterback. It's been Logan Leslie here in the third quarter for at least the most part. It looks like he's back under center again. And a pitch
Gonna be
out.
a pass.
Break.
Oh, almost had a man.
The intended receiver was number 3, Matt Arnold III. But
84
he was not
defending
able
there.
to get to the ball.
Who's number 84 there that was defending?
Yeah, the number 84 for East Clinton was the defender, Jarrett Huff. So a nice defense on the play. It was pretty well designed play, but the intended receiver was pretty well covered on that play. So Hillsboro, 2nd and 10, ball on their own 19. 2:11 to go. And a pitch out to number 20 for Hillsboro, and that's Toby Warrington. He was playing by the quarterback position in the first half, but now he's being as a wide receiver, or a running back, I should say, and he just didn't get around the corner. He was pretty quick at times in the first half as far as running, but he has not gotten loose here in the second half. It's 3rd and 9 for Hillsboro. 2:03 to go, and ball on their own 20-yard line. And a pass, but it goes out of bounds. Nobody even really in the neighborhood there for Hillsboro. And 14, Logan Leslie of Hillsboro, the pass, but nobody there. It's now 4th and 9 for Hillsboro. They're going to be punting from deep in their own territory. East Clinton should get pretty good field position out of this with 1:57 to go.
Oh, almost over his head.
Yeah, number 31.
Still a good
Micah
kick.
Hamilton. Yeah, 20 for East Clinton. Nice run back at Chase Finley.
That was a nice return.
He nearly got loose big time there. That was Chase Finley for East Clinton with the run back. And that gives East Clinton a 1st and 10. And a ball will be on their own, or on the Hillsboro 30.
Looks like 33, 34 yard line.
So that's where the East Clinton Astros will get started. Dalton Floyd under center. And a nice run, number 24, Tyler Sweet with the run as he gets near first down yardage. And looks like it is first down. They are moving the chains.
They're moving the chains.
34-yard line is where they started, but now they have moved the chains. Another 1st and 10 for East Clinton as the ball is at the 24-yard line, and a late handoff to East Clinton's Anthony Osborne, but not much gain there. So it'll be about 2nd and 10. So we're coming down to less than a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. And the ball will be now on the 21-yard line of Hillsboro. And it is 2nd and 8 for Hillsboro. So should get at least one more play off here, and depending on what that is. And the ball carrier is number 15, Anthony Osborne again. But I don't think he made enough yardage for first down that time either. But it's going to be down within a yard or so. It is now 3rd down and 3 for East Clinton. And we have the ball down to about the 16, 17-yard line. The clock is running down.
Looks like they get one more play off.
10 seconds. They're going to get this play off. And Dalton Floyd trying to get it in the end zone.
Oh, what a pass for a touchdown.
Touchdown, East Clinton.
Great pass. That was good.
To number 7, Clyde Snow. How about that? A nice hookup. They've been playing. Yeah, Dalton Floyd. A nice pass right in the corner of the end zone to Clyde Snow. 6 more for East Clinton. Right now it is 20-7. East Clinton over Hillsboro. East Clinton ready to kick the ball for the extra point. Hopefully make it 21-7. All right, in the game, looks like the kick is Tyler.
Looks like they
Tyler Sweet or Clyde Snow. Who's going to kick here?
It looked like they were going to try to go for 2.
I think they're going for 2. You're right.
Well, they may not now. I don't know.
I think they got a penalty. That may back them up. It may change things a little. They were trying to go for 2. I think they had that very well in mind as they pulled up to the line. Now I think it's just going to be a kick or an extra point.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready for a kick now.
Get the extra point try here. And Clyde Snow is doing a holding, and we have Tyler Sweet to do the kicking.
Looks good.
And it is good. There you go, 21-0 or 21-7, East Clinton over Hillsboro. So there you go. That's where we are at. 2.7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. So East Clinton, that is a big score for East Clinton, as that will be tough for Hillsboro to come back. You can't run the ball and eat up a lot of clock.
Yeah, they're going to have to change their game plan here. It doesn't look like they're going to, with one quarter remaining, they're not going to be able to grind it out on the ground.
And using up a lot of time on the clock is not going to be to their advantage. They're going to have to make big plays and get the ball up and down the field pretty quickly.
You're listening to the high school game of the week, East Clinton and Hillsboro. And the score right now is 21-7. East Clinton leading Hillsboro. This is Rick Phillips with Lee Hendee. And Billy Thatcher's in the house here. He's up in the press box with us.
Kickoff. And Hillsboro picks up the ball, and number 20 tries to run it back. That's Toby Warrington. He got a little bit of a run back, but not a lot. So Hillsboro will start off 1st and 10. And it looks like the clock has ran out in the 3rd quarter. We are ready for 4th quarter action. The officials are changing ends, and we'll start all over. I can't believe nobody in this press box won the jackpot.
No, where's my ticket? Didn't you get me a ticket?
I thought Bill was getting it.
Oh, Billy was supposed to get his tickets.
Okay.
Billy didn't get his tickets.
Nobody got his tickets,
Billy
so I guess that's why we didn't win.
Get his tickets.
Didn't get no hamburger either.
And he got here late, too.
Yeah, he came in at halftime, so he didn't have to pay.
That's right. That's right. We're having a rough time up here in this press box, I'm telling you.
We get no respect, do we?
That's right. That's right. Here we go. Fourth quarter action. It's 21-7. Hillsboro with the ball and got the ball on the outside corner, but
didn't
not
pick up much
doing
yardage
there.
But it does look like they're maybe having to change their game plan a little and
The
pass.
receiver was Matt Arnold III of Hillsboro, but just 2 or 3 yard gain, but not what Hillsboro is really looking for
He
there.
actually might have lost a
He
yard.
may have, he may have lost a yard. He actually got shoved out of bounds on that play. 21-7. East Clinton over Hillsboro, 11:50 to go.
Yeah, right now they're in control.
East Clinton East Clinton is in control as long as they don't let Hillsboro get something crazy going here.
I think this will be a critical series.
Logan Leslie with the ball, called his own number. He's back in at quarterback again and didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 12. Ball on the 25-yard line of Hillsboro, their own 24 actually, as they continue to back up. They're going the wrong direction, not what they had in mind here, trying to get back in this ball game. So this is what East Clinton has been looking for all year, this type of a game where they can use the whole field. They can play pass offense and running offense. There we go. Big sack in the backfield.
Back to the 10.
Yeah, he is way back there now.
Big loss. Looks like at least 15 yards.
And number 40 for East Clinton with the sack. That's Dakota Myers. And that really hurt. It's now
East Clinton knew they were going to have to pass, so they were sort of waiting for it.
They were waiting on them, yeah. It's 4th and 20 for Hillsboro. Ball on the.
There's the punt.
There's the punt, and looks like we've got Chase Finley with the ball, and yeah, we got a flag. Number 15, Cody Whaley, in with the tackle on that play. Well, let's see what the penalty is and where the officials spot the ball. So East Clinton can actually kind of operate. Well, this is going to back East Clinton up. Penalty on East Clinton. I believe it was a block in the back on East Clinton. So that was very much a needed penalty on East Clinton, but they're still in control of this game. Ball is on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, East Clinton. Dalton Floyd still in the game for East Clinton, and the ball, the intended receiver was Jake Nienover, but the ball was batted away by number 3, Matt Floyd III of Hillsboro. So good play on Matt Floyd III, or Matt Arnold III of Hillsboro.
Lee, we've got in the top of the 3rd, the Dodgers and the Cardinals are still scoreless. Your favorite, the Cardinals, you want them to win this whole thing, right?
No.
No, okay, all right.
All right. Ball is still on the 46. Dalton Floyd with a handoff, and he hands it off to Chase Finley. Finley gets up to near midfield, maybe at midfield, and East Clinton can very much afford to keep running the ball as long as they make positive yardage and just grind out a lot of clock. That'll certainly help seal the fate of the Hillsboro Indians right now. So ball on the 49-yard line, not quite midfield, but very close. 3rd and 7 for East Clinton, 9:40 to go. Chase, we may have a delay of game here. 9:32 on the clock. East Clinton backed up. Looks like that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, a delay of game, and that will make it 3rd and 12 for East Clinton for the Astros. They still lead 21-7 over Hillsboro. Ball will be on their the East Clinton 44-yard line. Clock about to go under 9 minutes. Dalton Floyd still in there for East Clinton, and nearly a great reception for Eric Moore from Dalton Floyd. The ball was there, could have been caught maybe, but just a little high, and Eric Moore could not pull it in. 4th and 12 now for East Clinton. So I'm sure they'll punt the ball. Should give Hillsboro not real good field position if the punt is a good punt. And East Clinton with the punt. 54. And the ball ran in the end zone, so Astros were not able to get it down there and keep it from going in the end zone. So Hillsboro will get the ball back out at the 20-yard line. So we've got East Clinton looking pretty sharp on offense tonight, as it is 21-7 East Clinton over Hillsboro. The ball is on the Hillsboro 20-yard line as they'll start out 1st and 10. Let's see who they have in at quarterback. It looks like they have Toby.
Oh, there's a penalty.
Another penalty.
We'd like to remind everybody that tomorrow at 11 o'clock we've got our first coaches show from the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse. Going to have 2 coaches in to talk about high school football, and we'll actually have a microphone. You can come in and actually see the show live and ask your questions.
That's right. We'll have Corey Dye from the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions at 11 o'clock to 11:30, and then 11:30 it'll be the head coach from right here at East Clinton, Bill, and I can't think of his name. Bill Raybeck. And Hillsboro trying to get it downtown,
and intercepted
by
number 7,
Clyde Snow. How about that? Clyde Snow with the interception. Hillsboro taking a shot downfield, but Clyde Snow was right there ready for it and hauls it in for East Clinton. So that is a big play, and the ball will be exactly at midfield on the 50-yard line. That's where East Clinton will start out with it at 1st and 10. All right. Let's see what East Clinton
starting right at the 50-yard line.
They are right at midfield, and see what East Clinton tries to do.
Looks like they're keeping it on the ground.
Is keeping it on the ground, grinding it right upfield. That's Tyler Sweet, number 24.
Another first down.
Great first down. That's exactly what East Clinton wants to do right now.
If they can keep it on the ground,
they don't have to get it in the air. They don't have to do anything except try to grind it out. Another score by East Clinton would be just absolutely devastating.
That would pretty much seal it with no more time than we have left.
And that's what East Clinton can do here. Even a field goal would seal it. Ball is on the 36-yard line of Hillsboro, and
on the ground again.
Floyd handing it off.
Another first down.
He's right up through there. And that is Anthony Osborne.
Looks like they've
right
got
upfield.
Yeah, they've got exactly what they want as far as grinding this game out, just keeping it on the ground and taking time off the clock.
The line is getting their assignments done, and they're taking care of business out there. And that's exactly what you want. everybody's making the hole for the runner, or the runners, they're sealing off the corner, letting the runner get in. Here we go. Tyler Sweet with the ball, and not much there.
Nope.
He got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That looks like
maybe even lost a yard.
Yeah, he may be back a yard or so.
It's close.
Yeah, but the clock is killing Hillsboro right now, because we're going to be down under 7 minutes here soon, and we're at 7:20 right now. So the clock is definitely the biggest enemy Hillsboro has, although they haven't been able to get much done since their score earlier. And nice little run there by Rayback.
Few yards.
He's limping a little, but he may have taken a helmet in the thigh or something. He's a tough little kid. We've seen him at times get punt returns and take it all the way to the end zone, take it all the way to the house. So he's a pretty tough kid. Of course, he's the coach's son, too. You have to be a little extra spatial for that.
Well, you definitely have to perform, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Dalton Floyd.
Pass.
And here we go.
Oh, look at this. He's open. Touchdown. Is that 82 or 32?
My man Tom South back here just having a ball. There you go. 27-7. East Clinton now over Hillsboro. And that's pretty well, yeah, you're right. Nail in the coffin probably for Hillsboro.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
That's just not
Hillsboro
well
they're not set up for passing.
No.
They are a ground game.
Yeah. And we saw that a few weeks ago.
With Massey at the sales.
You
Massey,
have to be able to do two things or more things than just run the ball. No good. That's one thing East Clinton may have a little problem. They may have to work on their kicking game. They missed 2 field goals. They may practice down at this end anyhow. Both extra points they've missed have been at the our right end, but they give them credit. They made one down on the left end, down at the school end. But nevertheless,
right-footed?
Yeah. Nevertheless, East Clinton still leads 27-7 with 6:30 exactly to go on the clock. And so East Clinton will be kicking off. And looks like we've got Josh Roberts maybe doing the kicking of the kickoff right here. And he kicks it back. And he kicks it to number 20, Toby Warrington.
Looks like they've got it returned to just before maybe the 29, 30-yard line.
Yep, right in the neighborhood, 18, 19 yards. But they've got a long way to go to get it downfield unless they can hook up on some quick passes. And they've not had much of an aerial attack tonight. So actually, it's on the 28-yard line, 27-yard line, but right in that neighborhood. And it is a Hillsboro has a mountain to climb right now. And gets about 3, maybe 4 yards there, 3 yards probably.
You're listening to the high school game of the week. It's Hillsboro at East Clinton. This is GTVR. I'm Rick Phillips, Lee Hendee, broadcasting the game live.
It is 2nd and 5 for Hillsboro. Ball on the 32-yard line, and under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And pass from number 20, Toby Warrington, but couldn't find the receiver over there, which was Logan Leslie, I believe. And so it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Hillsboro, and Hillsboro needs something big to happen on this 3rd down play, or it could be night over.
Yeah, I would say this series, they definitely
It's a huge series for Hillsboro. And they are trying to work some magic, but there's a penalty on the play over on the near sidelines. And the ball carrier was Matt Arnold III as he got the pitch out.
I know you're going to love this, Lee. The Dodgers are leading the Cardinals 2-0 in the middle of the third. So,
I wish it was the bottom of the ninth.
Well, it's only the first game of 7.
Well, I know. I wish it was the bottom of the ninth in the 7th game. But that's all right. They've got plenty of time. All right. Hillsboro has been pushed way back. It's now 3rd and 18. The ball on the 32-yard line, 5:38 to go. It's 27-7. East Clinton over Hillsboro in the 4th quarter. And
pass.
East Clinton is trying to...
Had a man.
Oh, he had a man.
Went through his hands.
Number 20, Toby Warrington, was trying to get the ball over to Logan Leslie. Threw it a little high, and he kind of had to turn around to get it, but couldn't pull it in. Definitely had a possibility there, but just couldn't make the connection. Hillsboro's just not used to passing, and when they have to go to it, it just acts a little bit foreign to them. But
they're going to punt, though.
They are going to punt. Well, they figure they're too deep in their own territory. If East Clinton gets it, they could score again. So they're going to try. They're going to get excellent field position right there. Be right at midfield. Within, it's going to be about the 47, 46 yard line. I think about the 46, and it'll be 1st and 10 East Clinton there, and not out of the realm of possibility that East Clinton could do something here because they've hooked up on some pretty good running plays in the last series.
So Hillsboro has had a problem getting it off their side of the field.
I know. Every time.
They haven't gained much in the way of any kind of yardage.
Nope, they are.
When they've been forced to punt deep in their territory the last couple series.
Yeah,
and,
that gives
resulted in East Clinton having excellent field.
That's right. East Clinton has really good field position right now on the 46-yard line. And they're content to run. Number 24, Tyler Sweet, the ball carrier, and Dalton Floyd handing it off. And I think that's what you're going to see from most of the rest of the game. So the ball is up to the 48-yard line. And 2nd and 9 for East Clinton. Boy, the clock is running down so fast that just not going to leave if East Clinton were to score right now, it still wouldn't leave Hillsboro much time.
Looks like they smothered the
Tyler
runner.
Sweet got smothered in the back, but there's another flag on the play.
Looks like if it stands, he's lost maybe a yard.
Yeah. Let's see if the official marks it off, and
it's against East Clinton.
It is against East Clinton, right? They're backing East Clinton up about 5 yards. But I don't think anybody's sweating that penalty right now.
Not right now.
So it will be 2nd and a whole bunch. They brought
they're taking
they're taking the down, so that makes it 3rd and 9.
Well, they want to try to get a hold of the ball again.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, but
it's going to be a pass.
He's Dalton Floyd running it out and runs around the corner
almost
and takes it out of bounds.
Looks like he's about 2 yards short.
Yep, did not make it. So the stop on the play was Toby Warrington for Hillsboro, number 20.
I don't know. It may be close. It may be close.
I'm not sure whether they're going to bring the chains out or not.
Well, they're saying that it's still short, looks like.
But it got to be right on the line.
Yeah, it can't be more than a yard if it's short. They're trying right now. Looks like they're surveying.
They're
bringing in the chains. They're going to take a measurement.
I thought that close that they surely would bring the chains in. Dalton Floyd over to the sidelines to talk with the coaches about the play calling here. If they get regardless of what the spot is, about an inch. Maybe not so much. About 2 inches. So
it'll be interesting to see. They're so deep right now into Hillsboro's.
I think that the
probably going to go
East
for it.
Clinton is just going to go for it. Probably put the line, put their heads down, and just go forward, and make a surge.
You know, if they kick it, it'd probably go into the end zone anyway.
That's right.
Touchback. So right now they're not going to lose much yardage,
Nope,
even if they don't make this.
Not going to be much to lose here. Dalton.
Quarterback sneak? No.
Now, I thought somebody might have called a timeout, but nope. They are ready to blow the whistle and start play, and the official signals to start the clock, and there we go.
Quarterback keeper.
I think
just a little sneak.
I think Dalton Floyd may have just got enough.
I think he might have lost yardage. The way that they're spotting it, yeah, it's back.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably going to be over on downs.
Yep. Right, 1st and 10.
But really, that's almost as effective as a punt. So I don't think
they really didn't lose much as far as doing that.
Well, now they're actually positioning the ball.
I think that East Clinton's prepared to be on defense, and Hillsboro's got their offense on the field. So 4:02 to go, 1st and 10, and. Ball on the 44-yard line of Hillsboro, and this may be Hillsboro's final opportunity to get something done.
Fumble.
And,
looks like East Clinton probably recovered. Yeah, they did.
Clinton recovered
East Clinton has the ball there on the 40.
Recovery by East Clinton was by, I think, Wes Kidder maybe. I'm not sure because I don't have a 43 on
Nothing is going right for Hillsboro.
I don't have a 43. But I'll assume it's either Wes Kidder or Noah Morgan. Wes Kidder's number 42 and Noah Morgan's 44, so it may be one of those guys, but who knows. But East Clinton with the ball back. And he's tackled in the backfield. That was number 15, Anthony Osborne, the ball carrier. He got it in the backfield.
The clock is running, though. That's the key factor.
Still running, and that's what's going to hurt. Hillsboro's running out of opportunities big time here. As we're running down to about 3.5 minutes to go. Ball is on the 41, about the 43-yard line, 44-yard line. Ball is tipped as Dalton Floyd went to throw it. The ball was tipped. So nothing on that play.
Stop the clock, though.
But it did stop the clock. Ball is on the 44-yard line of Hillsboro. It's now 3rd and 14 for East Clinton. So they're trying to work the clock as best they possibly can to hold on to this victory. So we've got number 10 in the game, Eric Moore at quarterback.
Pass was complete.
And
maybe a yard,
it was complete. Yeah, not much yardage. It was complete to Jarrett Huff. So a lot of substitutions out there.
Probably trying to get as many people as they can for homecoming.
Get them, yeah, just to let everybody have a little turn in the game. All right. East Clinton punting the ball, as you would expect, number 54. I don't have a 54 either. Caleb Kaplinger is number 54. All right, we've got that established. Very good. All right, and Hillsboro gets to take over the ball, and what is the flag now?
It's probably on you.
Probably. The penalty on Hillsboro, and that's going to back them up. The official seems to be in a good mood out there.
What was all that hand?
I don't know. Personal foul on the receiving team. So Hillsboro gets it backed up on them again.
Yeah, they're back all the way to
they're back to the
30,
about 29 yard line. Yeah, somewhere in there. So that didn't do them any favors.
Well, I'm sure they're frustrated.
They are.
Very difficult.
They have to be frustrated. They came up here hoping that this might be a
first win
for them, and nothing has really went right except for one series.
That looks like they ran into a homecoming buzzsaw, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to admit, East Clinton was pretty fired up. You always get fired up for your homecoming game. Even if it was your first homecoming game, you get fired up for that, don't you, Tom?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And pretty proud of Dalton. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did a good. Dalton has played a good game tonight. Dalton Floyd, Clyde Snow, and several of them.
Team effort.
They're a little confused as to where the ball's going to be placed.
They're trying to figure this out.
Got 3 minutes to go. 27-7. The Astros lead the Indians.
Been a great victory. I'm sure Coach Raybeck is going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow at our SCOL coaches show up at the Rusty Keg up in Courthouse. And it's gtvr.net. We're going to be there.
Absolutely.
We'll have video as well as audio.
Be there, and I'm going to be there.
Sandy Snow, she wants to
be there. Bring them all. Bring everybody in Sabina with you.
Eating there tomorrow.
I'll be eating.
I'm going to be eating there.
I recommend their grilled cheese and French fries. Great fries.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, I thought maybe Lee might have some macaroni and cheese and.
Yeah.
He's a salad man.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin my.
Have they figured out where the ball's placed?
I think they finally got it landed out there. Now let's see what happens. They do have it landed. It is on the 29-yard line of Hillsboro. We have 3:03 to go. It is 27-7 East Clinton over Hillsboro. And the Astros homecoming is looking pretty good right now.
They may have to go under the hood and see actually where the ball was.
Yeah. Have there to review that play, will you?
I think Billy was working
down here. Chuck is.
Where's the ball supposed to be?
Yeah. Back that video up. Let's see what we're doing here. All right, now. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure we got this figured out. Yes, sir.
I finally figured out if Eugene would have played football, he'd have made an awful great linebacker. Them golden teeth.
Yeah.
At you, man, he was scared me.
We'd have won every game.
Absolutely.
All right. We still trying to figure this out?
Yeah, we're going into the fifth quarter now.
Let's.
They still show 4 down. 4th down.
What are we doing?
Well,
anybody figured this out?
Did they have to re-click it?
It's anybody's guess.
I think we're going to try to play 3:03 in football here in just a moment. I think the officials are happy, and
I think we've got football started here.
I think it's going to happen.
Now, okay, they're going to get the chain settled.
I got the chain gang down there. I think
we got a whistle now, so we're ready to start play.
Now,
the clock is going to be winding down.
The clock, and he has, and we're under 3 minutes.
Oh, dropped the ball, but he's picked it back up and thrown it.
Oh.
But another penalty.
More and another penalty.
Another yellow flag. And Lee, I know you'll love this. The bottom of the third inning, the Dodgers and the Cardinals will tie it up 2-2. Your boys made a comeback.
You didn't have to tell me that. All right, now the penalty is on. Go Reds.
Go Reds.
We don't even
always
have a
next year,
manager. Now we're back in East Clinton up.
Go after
This is going to get a little crazy here at the end, I see.
It's going to take us 20 minutes to play this last.
That's right.
This has been an interesting few minutes here, that's for certain.
Yeah, it's like a whole quarter by itself here.
Yeah.
We don't want to get this dull here. You know.
Hey, Lee, do we get overtime for all this extra time?
4th and 20 for East Clinton. 4th and 20. Or for and
gonna run it.
Around the corner is Tyler Sweet, and he's not going to get
not back to the original line of scrimmage
for any kind of a first down, but he got around the corner. So ball is on the 36-yard line of Hillsboro. So let's see what the call is on East Clinton's side of the ball. They have thrown a couple of passes.
They're going to run it.
Yep, we have Eric Moore handing it off to 24, Tyler Sweet.
Hillsboro had that well sniffed out.
But the clock is running. That is the biggest enemy that Hillsboro has and has had in the second half, is they can't stay on the field. They can't get down the field. And we have a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout.
And the coaches are out there.
Looks like Hillsboro took a timeout.
Yeah, I think it was Hillsboro. They're down to 2 timeouts. We have East Clinton still has all their timeouts, have not had to use one for any reason.
They've pretty much been in control.
They've been in control. You are right. All right, East Clinton back up to the line. The ball is on the 41-yard line of Hillsboro. 3rd and 20. And we have Eric Moore trying to get around and the corner and get upfield a little, but not much going there. So it'll be 4th down at about 16 or 17. The ball is on the 36-yard line. It is now 4th down.
And I would imagine, Lee, they're probably not going to punt it. They're probably going to go ahead and go for it.
They'll just grind it down and let the clock run. And
really, that would be once again the most effective thing for them to do rather than punt.
They're not going to worry about the clock. They'll just let it run. We'll get under 2 minutes here pretty quick.
4th and 16 from the 36.
Yep, 4th and 16. And if they can get another first down, that'll pretty much end it. Any
going to be a pass.
Are going down there.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Well, that'll stop the clock, but it won't be anything like a first down.
Yeah, well, Hillsboro takes over on downs.
Hillsboro gets it, but they've got a long field to go, and they've got a lot of time, a lot of ground to make up.
I would imagine we're going to see some passing here.
They're going to try to air it out, but it's not going to be good. They have a little girl down there on the sidelines with a stroller. I'm not sure if she's going to try to get a pass for Hillsboro or what. She's going to try to get an interception down here. But it's 1st and 10, Hillsboro at their own 36, 2:11 to go in the 4th quarter. And the quarterback, number 20.
He got the ball. Picked up a few yards.
Yeah.
Didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was Toby Warrington handing the ball off and had a problem trying to get the ball into the ball carrier's hands, and probably was Logan Leslie.
They're working quickly now.
Oh, they absolutely have to if they want to get points on the board. It's under 2 minutes, so time is, and they mishandled the ball again.
And it's recovered by East Clinton.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the.
That'll do it.
We got 1:36, and
East Clinton with a valiant, great effort on defense and offense tonight. They really have.
Looks like
together.
The crowd is celebrating their victory.
East Clinton has played well on both sides of the ball tonight. Great defense on fumbles and pursuit. They gave up a few yards on offense it was running.
A starkly different second half to the first half.
Oh, yes.
Once again, I think East Clinton picked their game up, and Hillsboro couldn't keep up with them.
Just couldn't get anything established. So Hillsboro with the ball on there, 33, 1st and 10, minute 36 to go as the clock will start winding down. Yes.
They're going to force Hillsboro to use the 2 remaining timeouts if they do that. Doesn't look like they're making any effort to stop the clock.
No, I think they're just going to go up and probably take a knee and say that's enough for tonight.
Well, I'm sure their defense is tired.
Oh, yes.
Victory formation.
Yep. Didn't get to do a whole lot of that back in the late 60s, did you, Tom?
No. One time, maybe.
Takes a knee.
Well, that's going to get the clock down under a minute. And now the clock is rolling down, and that's going to do it. There's one more kneel,
and that's it.
That's going to wind it up big time for the East Clinton Astros defeating the Hillsboro Indians tonight, 27-7. I do want to give a big shout out to a long-time buddy of mine, Ernie Blankenship, who's done millions of games, it seems like, football, basketball, and many sports contests. Ernie, you'll be missed. We already miss you, and thank you for all that you did.
And that's a ball game.
East Clinton defeating Hillsboro 27-7, and congratulations to the Astros on homecoming night here in Lees Creek, Ohio. It's been a whale of a game for the Astros.
That's for sure. And we'd like to remind everybody to come see us tomorrow morning,
Absolutely.
11 o'clock from the Rusty Kagan Washington Courthouse. We'll have the coaches show.
It's gtvr.net. I'll have Coach Corey Dye from the Blue Lions, Washington Courthouse, and Coach Bill Raybeck from these East Clinton Astros on as well. So it should be a lot of fun. And it's
Blue Lions 28.
Blue Lions 28
Blue Lions
and McLean 12.
And Greenville McLean 12. That's an updated score for you. And hopefully we'll get the Chillicothe and
Massey
score soon, but haven't heard anything.
17-7 on Massey.
Massey's ahead, 17-7.
So Massey,
Chillicothe.
yeah, okay.
So how about that? So Massey still playing strong. Chillicothe's supposed to be a pretty good team. Haven't seen them play, but did see good sportsmanship out there tonight. Both teams met at the middle of the field, shook hands, and walked on. There's been a lot of discussion about that over the last week or so. Thank you, Tom South.
Thank you, Lee.
And say hello to that Mr. Whittington for me. All right.
You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Good job, Lord.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody for listening to the game and remind you about tomorrow at the Rusty Kagan Washington Courthouse.
Right.
This has been Rick Phillips and
Lee Hendee.
And tune in next week. We're going to be
at Washington
Courthouse with Massey.
With the Blue Lions taking on Clinton Massey Falcons. Should be a whale of a ball game.
Good night.
Good night.